All right, let me start off by saying that this has been one of the best filler episodes in recent memory. There wasn't that much action that went on, but it has everything the Naruto series is pretty much famous for. It had the heart touching moments. It had comedy. It had a little bit of action. It had everything that you get in maybe 10 plus episodes in just these 2 episodes. So I really enjoyed it. It was funny. You know, there was people outside mowing my grass. I hope you can't hear them, but it's really loud to me. But if you can't hear me, I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah, these 2 episodes had pretty much all of the Naruto elements wrapped in those 2 episodes, which I think is awesome. We need more episodes like that. But I was hoping for a little bit more background of Tsunade and Dan, even though I'm kind of satisfied with it because for those of you who read the manga, what Dan did before he departed from Tsunade again. And I guess it's gonna be a little more heart touching, when the anime finally catches up to the manga. Because in the manga we really didn't get that much backstory about Dan, and at least we're getting something now. Because maybe when we get to the part where Dan is brought back, or well, when he meets Tsunade again. Spoilers, by the way. I'm kind of late on saying that. I mean, it's too late. But anyway, when she meets Dan again, and what happens between them, it may mean a little bit more than it did in the manga. Because in the manga, a lot of people were just like, they really didn't care about it because we really don't know much about Dan. But that's what I really wish we got more of, their relationship. But these episodes were still epic. Now, we start off with the Raikage and Tsunade still running. And the Raikage asks, why do you have so much faith in Naruto? And she, we go into a flashback, 2 episodes of flashbacks actually, and it shows how the Raikage met Tsunade, and just a lot of interesting things that we were never explained in the manga. And I don't think we knew that Tsunade knew the Raikage before she became Hokage. So I mean that's really interesting, seeing how they met in the terms. Like she really didn't, she wasn't really interested in helping them, but yeah, I thought it was funny when she was drunk and the Raikage waited outside in the back for her for I think a day, and then he said that bitch. That just made me bust out laughing. And then the Raikage walked back in there and like where the hell were you? And she was like, and she says, who are you again? And they just met a few hours ago, and I thought that was hilarious. A lot of comedy in the episode, but there was a lot of serious moments too, like the Raikage. He lost a comrade, and we see how pissed the Raikage can get, and I mean, he was pissed, and he's trying to save another one, and I mean, he's pretty much doing whatever he can. He's even going to a ninja of the Hidden Leaf, and at that time, they really didn't give a damn about each other. There was a lot of trust issues, and for him to care about his comrade so much that he would risk going to a rival villages, shinobi to try to help, that says a lot about the Raikage's character. I mean, he does what he does, even though he may seem, like he needs a hug sometimes. I mean, he does what he does for the good of the people he loves and the people around him. And Tsunade says if he beats her in arm wrestling, then she'll do it. And I guess she said that because she knew that she would win. But the Raikage did some quick thinking. I mean, like literally. I mean, and the animation for the arm wrestling is way more epic than what I thought it would. I mean, just the animation in the arm wrestling and the chakra around Tsunade, that's more epic than some of the fights that we actually get. Like some of the actual fights. I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? But in the end, the Raikage won, not because he was stronger than her, but because he was faster and he used his brain real quick. And she, she gives in and she goes to help. I forgot his name. I think this is the first episode we've ever learned about this character, so I'm sorry. But she goes to help out the dude with the big bug on his chest. And, she analyzes the situation, and that just shows how smart she is. And I think it's really interesting how the bugs can, absorb chakra, and an explanation of why the bug and the Raikage didn't get as big as, the other 2 comrades. And the shinobi that hunt shinobi, the ones that were trying to get that were hired to get the scroll back for the cider village. I want to say cider. I don't think it will be cedar. But anyway, or the cider village. I thought they were awesome. I'm like where the hell are they? Where are they now? But I mean, I think I just like their jutsus and how they appeared, and even though they didn't really do much besides put bugs in people, but how they appeared when they were spying on Tsunade and the Reikage, it was just, I mean, I would like to see more of them. Is it just me? But in the next episode, it looks like we go back to like present time, I guess you could say, with Kakashi fighting the swordsman. He's fighting the one that I'm really interested in the most, the one with the needle sword. Even though we didn't get as much Dan action as I wanted, I mean, what we did get is, I guess, kind of satisfying. I don't think we're going to get anything else about Dan until we get to where he pops up in the chapter, with him talking to Tsunade and stuff. But what we did get is very interesting. Like I never knew she had a phobia of blood, and just the connection between her little brother Dan and Naruto. I mean, it's just crazy. And I mean, I was like what the hell was wrong with her when Shizune cut open that the bug and the blood popped on her face, and she was just like petrified. I was like, what the hell was going on? I was wondering why she wanted Shizune to do the surgery instead of her. But we get a flashback of why she doesn't like blood, and then like she was trying to heal Dan, and he was losing a lot of blood, and there was blood on her hands, and I guess it just traumatized her. But she got over it because a similar situation happened with Naruto, and he made it through, and he said some epic shit as he always does. He said he wanted to become Hokage, which is the same thing that her little brother and Dan said. So that kind of got her over her fear of blood, and also that's really when she began to have faith in Naruto. And by that point, I forgot all about the Reikage asking her about why does she have so much faith in Naruto, because so much interesting stuff happened in between the actual answer, which we got at the end of the second episode. I was just into the story, and fillers don't usually do that to me, but I actually was interested. But tell me what you guys thought about it. Now seeing how the fillers are going to be and how they're going, I'm not so upset as I was. I'm not as upset as I was when I found out that we were getting fillers until January. I mean, as long as it fleshes out and makes content later on in the manga better, as long as it gives some of the shinobi brought back by the Edo Tensei some reason to even fucking be there, I'm okay with it. And as long as the swordsman fight is good, I want to see Kakashi go apeshit. But yeah, tell me what you guys thought about these episodes. If you don't watch filler episodes and you listen to reviews before you watch filler episodes, definitely check it out. Definitely, it's worth the watch. But this has been JB the Chia. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.